You're finding your footing and focus as you embrace the introspective energy of Cancer season. Hello, high flyers and deep divers, and welcome to November 1st and 2nd. Giving us the underlying energy of the Four of Wands. So you're finding your footing, your new foundations. After having gone through some reflection and some, trying our hand at flexibility, leaning into a sense of belonging, that last full moon really brought up questions around our belonging and our, and hopefully brought us clarity with the King of Swords on where we can take action towards new connections with who we can call on, including our spirit guides, for that connection to wisdom with the owl. So that masculine energy. And then we have the feminine energy on the second here, kind of bookending this reading with the masculine and the feminine in the suit of swords. So we may be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because we also have the lovers moving forward. This is what we're looking forward to. This is what we're hoping for, envisioning that divine union that comes with new foundations and relationships that give and take. Again, putting on these foundations, these deep connections. We may not be seeing the deep connections we're making, the roots we've been putting down. And also, this goes with being flexible and opening up to new connections, putting down new roots so that our tree can stand tall, so that we can bring forward any sense of self-mastery and face this time of transformation, transforming from the old to the new, sense of rebirth. Whatever's been draining our cup as well, leaving us feel like that dead bird. And taking time to reflect on the connections, the cups that are stable and standing at this time with the Four of Cups, as well as the Ace of Swords coming through as a gift, an opportunity on this 11-1 portal, which will and close itself on the 11-11 portal, and really bring home this energy of new foundations and discipline. And we may get to see on the 11th our progress as far as what our previous self-reflection and reaching for being mindful has brought us a sense of clarity. So from the the conscious spirit deck, what do we need to know, see, and hear moving forward? We had a beautiful, wonderful, magical Halloween. And welcome to November. Yeah, air, water signs out here, a little bit of fire. Remembering our discipline, what we are here for, what we're being asked to show up for. All right. So underneath we have the present. 4:44 on the timer. Again, more foundations. Maybe seeing 444. 2-3. Energy of change, courage. The number 5. I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. Getting present with our feelings, getting present with others, receiving the gift, the clarity of presence, getting to that power of the now, Eckhart Tolle there. Fully experience every moment, which helps us to get more out of life and to be present with the changes, to embrace change, helps us to embrace change as well. As you know, tuning into these readings and connecting with me, that you may have found out that change is the only constant in this universe. So coming back down to earth, in a sense, bringing this any clarity we found that can help us to move forward and embrace change, embracing new connections, embracing the releasing of old connections that don't work, so that you're making room for crystal ascension, making room at this time of introspection for elevation, and being the light in the dark, connecting to the crystals. We have Marian fluorite, tourmaline coming to mind here. I'm attuned to the universal wisdom of the energy of the crystal kingdom. Universal wisdom. Wise leaders. Wisdom with the element of air here. And the King, Father and Mother of Swords. Calling on the wisdom of the divine and the crystal kingdom at this time. It's going to help us to see more clarity, to receive this Ace of Swords, this aha or sense of clarity. And we have at day's end and rest. Being able to reflect, to be in touch with our feelings, our water energy, helps us to know when to rest, when to lay things to rest as well. I find peace in nature and rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit. So putting down the warrior mentality for a minute, putting down the sword, sticking the sword in the stone, in a sense, grounding our mental energy, especially if anything upsetting comes up through that reflection, anything gross. We had this skeleton here. Whatever skeletons we had to face so far during Cancer season. And Archangel Michael here coming through to give you the courage and the strength, remind you that you are strong. To also let you know that you do have this capacity. You're being given this potential, this opportunity, a gift to cut ties with patterns that no longer serve us, with old emotional patterns, with immature ways of looking at life and connections. And finding the courage to surrender, to open up to new connections as well, to reach for our belonging, to grow at this time. You're tapping in and have an opportunity at this portal day, 11/1, to reach for your dreams, to align with your dreams and tap into that vortex, tap into our vortex of our rocket of desires, our vortex of desires and manifestations. And your inner spark is leading the way. Trust that this spark is growing with you, and keep feeding this light. Keep feeding your flame. Your light is lighting your way to your dreams as well. I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize that I am part of all of creation. Perhaps Cancer season is dumped a little too much water on our flame and kind of maybe put out some of our passion. We're reigniting this flame again. It's time to step into that crone energy, getting deeply connected, opening up to some deep wisdom at this time. You know, we go through these cycles. We are in a cycle of maiden and then the queen. The empress leading into this energy. And now we're being asked to step into crone. Or maybe perhaps also call on a wise elder who can help us to move more swiftly and to know when to move in silence with owl, to embrace the energy of air and wisdom, the mastery we gained through Libra season, Justice card energy. And we have sacred space, which goes with nature, taking time to connect to the heart, to rest, and to, remember we don't always have to be the busy beaver, to connect with our inner child and that fairy spirit, the playful, fairy spirits. We got Stardust, which Tinkerbell gives to Peter to help him to fly, that enables Peter and Marion to fly. Find peace and security and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. So it's essential that we get out in nature. It's going to help us to connect, to integrate the divine energies, to integrate and align with our dreams, to integrate the lessons and the emotional fortitude that we've gained by being present with our feelings, by surrendering and knowing when to surrender, and also when to connect to our higher selves, our guides, and to be aware of the moon cycles, combining body, mind, and soul to be a conduit, a channel for fifth dimensional energy for ourselves and for the whole collective. So I'm being called to say this is actually the third time I have recorded this video because my phone is being a little goofy, saying it's out of space when it really kind of wasn't. Well, it is, but I don't know. If you don't know, YouTube data can take up a lot of space on your phone. So maybe something one of us needs to check into. All right, from the Raider Right Tarot, what do we need to know, see, and hear, angel spirits and guides? What do we need to know, see, and hear moving forward? Awesome. Getting back that spark of life, stepping in, finding our vitality once again. So underlying energy here, we have the Five of Cups. This goes with disappointment, grief. We have dealt with some, and find ourselves reflecting upon some grief, or have some feelings of grief reflected at this time. The Five of Cups comes after the Four of Cups. After reflection, this card is a reminder too that of the cups that are still standing, the connections. For me too, that Two of Cups is that divine masculine and feminine, your birthright to divinity, the spark of the divine within is, and whatever else has withstood the elements, withstood the cycles and the seasons. Five of Cups. It takes courage to stand and look at our losses as well. It's taking some time to be with the grief, to rest after going through these energies, after doing our best to find self-mastery in all of this, to stay grounded and stable. Remember, the Emperor reminds us to stay grounded, to remember and rely on the self-mastery that we gained in the Libra season, bringing that up. Any sense of clarity we may have found around our own mentality, how we're projecting on others, how we're gaslighting or manipulating ourselves and others, and how we may be feeling that energy from others as well. There may be people in our life trying to remind us of where they're at, of the scarcity, of this old frequency, this connection to the past, and even trying to keep us from moving forward toward our dreams, toward salvation, even wanting to keep us in this cage. The Ten of Swords indicates that we've gone through some cycles of pain. It also indicates the end of the cycle. This can be the end of this cycle of pain, of sleepless nights, of pain in the back, the neck, the inflexibility. The opposite of this energy is the Three of Cups, to be flexible, to lean into new connections and new foundations, to gain your footing again after releasing this cycle. If you can release this old cycle, you can open the doorway to divine union, perhaps even in a literal sense with a soulmate or twin flame. Again, the Four of Wands always indicates to me that possibility for awakening the union of divine masculine and feminine within. The Nine of Wands. We've been through it. We've been beat up and been through the trials and tribulations. And perhaps we're a little weary about opening up again. Perhaps as we reflect, we may find our experiences have left us tattered and torn. Yet you can see the foundations that were being built despite these cycles. Eight of Wands. It's time to move forward, to ride this wave, this fifth dimensional energy, to ride the wave of love, to receive the integrations and the upgrades, to take back your power, to Eight of Wands. To believe in your ability to move toward your dreams, and to take the experiences we've gained, Nine of Pentacles, to embrace all that we've had and learned and experienced, to step into this energy of gratitude and the Empress as well, to surrender into your receiving divine abundance, into a state of integration, So we can integrate the wisdom that's been coming underneath the surface of these emotions and cycles. The High Priestess. We just had, this energy out recently. Finding the wisdom in our cycles of doubt. Cycles of doubt and despair, grief. The wisdom and stability of the balance, masculine and feminine, black, the dark, and the light. The pomegranate in the background too may be of significance. Pomegranate reminding us of that that temptation is behind us. The pomegranates are behind her. Temptation with, kind of, the pomegranate was the temptation of the serpent or the devil in the Garden of Eden. Remembering the Garden of Eden, remembering the dream that we want to create, and leaning on any experience of it we've had. Because what you're giving your attention to, you're creating more of. So allow yourself to look through the eyes of love. Also to remain connected to your emotions. This is emotional mastery as well with the King of Cups. You may be a divine masculine. Consider ourselves divine masculine or a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, or Scorpio, sorry. King of Cups, is you overcoming cycles of scarcity and the cage of the mind that comes with it, and moving forward, getting in the boat and moving forward. 2222 on the timer. As you find a more balanced relationship with self, you can still have some things to work on and keep moving forward. This Six of Swords is kind of that, always reminds me of the idea that we don't have to be completely healed. We don't have to have a perfect mentality to move forward toward our dreams, to keep building foundations, to move forward from a place of love and to open our heart to offers of love. Knight of Cups. We may have a water sign also moving in with an offer. It's also Archangel Gabriel, too's energy coming in with a message and getting serious about, his very serious face about our journey with love, our journey with the heart. Seven of Swords. Standing up for what we want, standing up for what we believe in, taking back our personal power. I'm making the choice to take some time to rest, to do what you need to do for you, so that you can take back your magic, so you can find your magic again. Connect to this flame, to your intuition, to your sense of clarity and personal power. And finding the impermanence and our connection to the infinite, to the divine, to creating and co-creating this abundance. This magician is pointing at the Nine of Pentacles, showing that you've got the tools to open this gate, this portal to abundance, if we can surrender at this time, the Hanged Man, to a new perspective, to finding a new perspective. and which is going to lead to this illumination and a greater sense of ease when a cycle like this comes up again in the future. So I hope this found you on a delightful altitude today, and if not, perhaps a little better altitude than where we stepped in at. Call all my energy back to me and give your energy back to you. And yeah, thanking you for your likes, shares, and subscribes, helping this channel to grow and co-creating with me in this amazing space, growing with me and helping me to grow, as I too hope I'm assisting you in your journey toward clarity, growth, and ascension. Bye.